I think I'm finally seeing a little bit of difference in my face. With us being, what is it, like 11 to 12 pounds down, and I don't know, almost getting there with some jawline, but it's almost feeling like myself again, because you guys know during the bulk, I would tell you guys like I was not used to how I was looking. Also, like in my face, like it just was something I wasn't used to seeing my face like that. And so I think it's finally like almost looking more of how I'm used to seeing it. So I think that's kind of funny because I mean I wasn't joking when I said I do want to go down at least back to my normal weight, and that was like 30 pounds. So we will see. I'm not also like I'm also gonna base it off how I'm looking, and I'm just using the scale as a just as a tool and seeing how my body carries it. And I think that's why we did go a little too much on the bulk, as in like I got a little too heavy because my body carried it pretty decently, that it just kind of like I'm like, oh, we're fine. And then before I knew it, I'm just like, yeah, I think we gained too much weight. But like I told you guys, that was my first bulk I ever did, like a true one. And we learn from it, and that's all we can do. The next one we do is going to be more maintained and not as relaxed, I guess. So anyways, it's just nice to like feel like I'm finally feeling more comfortable, and we're only down that much. So it's not like we're not even like halfways technically, but yeah, it's just feels feels better for me. So anyways, today we are going to hit back and triceps, and hopefully the machines are open. I really have been enjoying using the machines. Last time I guess it was back day when we were training back day, because everyone was on the machines that I usually like, so we kind of just switched it up. But let me see. Yeah, because I think too, you guys try to use machines as well, and then some of you say that you have like some trouble with them, and machines are a little more, you have to really adjust to your body, because some people have a longer torso, or some people have or shorter, or whatever, and so it is a little more adjustment. And that's what I've noticed too when I'm on like a machine that's already like to its fixated state, or whatever you want to call it. And that's why I told you guys, like, me using the cables was actually very easy setup, because you just sit down, you grab the handles, and then you just go. So me using the machines have it takes a little more work, but then once you remember it, how to adjust it and all that stuff. But I will say that is part of the tricky part when you start lifting, is how to adjust things. I remember when I would go with my brother, because he was the one that really helped me, start training and stuff, and we would go to the gym together. I actually used to not pay attention to what he was doing, and I'd be like, oh, okay, like, he's like, yeah, okay, no, do this. And so I just got used to him adjusting everything, and then realizing like, oh yeah, I should probably pay attention, because you're not always going to have your workout partner. I mean, luckily my brother is just as dedicated, so I always had a workout partner. But eventually we started not working out together, because life, and schedules change and all that stuff. But when I did, it was like in the very beginning when I was trying to learn, and it was funny how I didn't pay attention too much to all that, but it does matter. And then later you figure out, because what helped me is because I knew what it was supposed to feel like, and I'm like, oh, this doesn't feel right. And then later on, I guess I like taught myself. But if you are barely lifting and you have someone that maybe knows a little more, yeah, learn from them. Don't rely on them. Don't just be there and be like, okay, they'll take care of how the machine's going to be set up. Like, try to figure out, okay, why are you setting it up that way? So that way, maybe if I come on my own, I know how to do it. And because that stuff is so valuable, it's crazy when you go on a machine, if you don't set up right, you can probably be like, oh, I don't like how this feels. It doesn't feel right. But if you set it up right, it can feel totally different, and you like adjust it to how you like it. But also, if you're like me, like if you know how it's supposed to feel, you can kind of manipulate the machine to work for you. So there's just many ways to go about it. But yeah, if you can make it easy on yourself, learn from someone and make sure you're paying attention. And yeah, like that's funny. But we are going to, yeah, just get in there. Hopefully we feel good today. So far this whole week, our energy levels have been feeling really good, surprisingly. Because I think last week, man, I was really feeling it. I was even telling you guys, I feel so out of it. Like, oh my gosh, like I'm like, this cut is really like affecting me. But then now this whole week, we've been feeling really good. I mean, it just happens probably. I'm trying to figure out like, well, maybe there's a certain reason why I feel really good this week. But I mean, I really can't say, I can't pinpoint a certain thing, but we have been feeling really good. So it does really help with the workouts. And like I told you guys too, me being able to use my phone to listen to music has been really nice. I've honestly haven't been used to it because I'm like, oh, I forget to turn on my music because haven't been used to doing that since we've been using the phone to be recording. But now, since we have the camera, we don't need the phone. So that's been really, really nice. Those little things. And that's also some things like when you go to the gym or when you work out, I mean, 'cause some people work out at home. I used to too. Make it as enjoyable as you can. Like there's no reason to not enjoy anything like you do, even if it's very minimal or anything like that. I remember hearing someone say that, like, make everything enjoyable. Like, why do we feel like, we can't do that for ourselves? And so once I don't know, if anything, it just almost makes you feel like, oh, like you were given permission to enjoy even the simplest things. And I guess too, the most that you can enjoy, because everyone enjoys something differently. Someone may enjoy listening to music when they're doing something. Someone may love singing while they do something. I mean, I guess maybe you can't sing in the gym, but if you're actually, my little sister, since she works out in the garage, she actually sings during her sets, or not during the sets, no, during her resting period. That'd be so funny. Okay, no, when she's resting, she like sings. And I remember she would feel really uncomfortable because she would stream her working out sometimes on Twitch. And she was telling me, she's like, I feel funny because I usually like singing when I'm resting, but since I have people watching me, I feel like that's kind of weird. And I said, no, just sing. That's actually fun. Like that's unique because that's what you like doing. And who knows, maybe other people that feel like they would love doing that too, they love to hear it. So, just knowing that everyone has their own ways of like enjoying their time and whatever they're doing. And yeah, so, oh, but speaking of streaming, I am going to hop on Twitch this Saturday at 1 p.m. Pacific time. And yeah, so if you want to come and say hi even for a little bit, please come say hi. I think that'd be so nice to say hi and let me know you're from YouTube, because I feel like a lot of you, I don't know, just knowing that I won't see your guys' profile, because I've already gotten used to the ones that always are like just super supportive and commenting. I already know like who you guys are. But since it's on Twitch, I won't. So go ahead and just say, oh, I'm from YouTube, and I don't know, so that way I just know that you've been following along the journey, and I just want to say thank you. So if you want to come say hi, it'll be me and Teddy, because Teddy's always with me. So, well, I have some ideas of what I want to be streaming. So just come and check it out and say hi. And I was like, someone just played their music. That's actually really good speakers. So I'm like, someone already played their music. Anyways, yeah, so we'll be doing that this Saturday. I'm actually really excited. And yeah, like, when you just get really excited, it's just kind of like, I don't know. I'm just really excited because I miss it. And for the ones that have watched me and started watching my YouTube videos, I really miss hanging out with you guys. I can't wait just to have a normal schedule again and start doing that more consistently. So anyways, my Twitch username or link even, I think you can just click on it. It's going to be in the bio description, I believe. So go ahead and if you want to join me for, a fun stream, that'd be awesome. But let's go ahead and get in there and start today's workout. And yeah, I'm feeling good. So hopefully it's just it's gonna be a solid workout. So let's just get a solid lift and then I was gonna say a solid pump and let's just get in there. Yeah, okay. Okay, so I hope I'm focused. I don't know. Oh, but I mean, hey, this is better than the other camera, right? It would focus on anything but me. So I think we have at least 80% chance that we'll be fine. But I am starting on my second set, and I was wearing my I guess you call it pump cover. I mean, I just call them shirts. I don't really do it for the reveal, but or I guess that's how people do it, right? I just like wearing a shirt sometimes, and I wanted to leave the shirt because I'm like, it kind of feels fun wearing a shirt. And but I already know you guys are gonna be like, oh, like that's the fun part is, you know, when you watch someone lift, you get to like see the muscle and everything. So, you know, this is for you guys. But it's just one of those things where, you know, like some days having a shirt feels fun, and then sometimes wearing a tank top is fun. But let's go ahead and get this set. Actually, I think we might add some more weight. I added weight because I did the set before. I guess I'm just surprised that we're feeling this good, that uh, my strength is feeling really nice. But I forgot to turn on my music. See, that's what I'm telling you guys. I'm not used to listening to music anymore. I'm just already got used to the habit of not turning it on. But that's the funny thing. When you create a habit, like we were using we were using my phone for what, like 2 months? Like you'd be surprised how fast you just adjust to anything you're doing. So I'm gonna have to get used to actually listening to music again. But that's gonna be a fast adjustment. Don't worry. But that's what I'm saying. If you guys have a hard time doing something, give yourself some time, but be consistent with it. And then before you know it, you're gonna start doing it automatically. I'll go ahead and do another set, and then we'll do some rows. Okay, I was looking back at that last clip because I felt a little uneven, so I'm just like, am I uneven or what's going on? But I don't know. I think that's the funny thing too. When you record yourself, you can see all the imbalances, and I do think I'm a little uneven. And also too, you guys have pointed out when I'm doing my posing, I'm a little uneven. So it's just something I have to keep in consideration when I'm lifting, because I feel like it's very common to have imbalances, but doesn't mean we can't get back to feeling more even. It'll just take some time. So what I think I do is I have this lat more relaxed, and it all follows through. But we'll just pay attention to it. Oh man, I forgot to turn on my music again. Okay, that one I felt it more because what I'm noticing is I don't follow through with squeezing on this side. So anyways, you can kind of see it when you look at both shoulders. I don't know if you can see it from this angle, but you'll have probably seen it in the first set. But it's funny because when you record, it's almost like confirmation, like, okay, yeah, you can see it, but you're also going to feel it. So I felt it a little off. And then we're in the beginning of the workout. Once we get warmed up, I feel like sometimes it just starts feeling better. But yeah, just a little something that I've noticed when it does feel a certain way, it's going to look like that, or you're going to see it, I guess. but we'll work on it because I don't want to be feeling uneven. So yeah, it's funny because I feel like only this last week or two that my shoulders have feeling a little more in balance than usual, and it's more obvious to me when we do back day. And that's why I tell you guys, for different reasons, people have more of like a, I guess, an intense warm, or I mean, I wouldn't call it intense, but like a warm up for like their specific reasons. For me, like, because I know that this shoulder contributes to it wanting to like well, technically I was gonna say curve in, cave in, whatever you want to call it, and then it kind of doesn't. I have to really focus on adjusting myself and then really squeezing when we're doing back. I have to really think about it for this side specifically, and I don't know why. There can be other, and that's probably the sad part is if you don't know why your body does something, it's hard to fix it because you don't know, how to, I don't know, not do that. So I mean, I don't know if I know if it's because the way I sleep, because apparently I sleep really dramatically, and maybe because I sleep on this side or like my head turns, my trap gets really tight, or I have actually no idea. But since we don't have an idea, it's something that's probably going to reoccur more than often. So just always keep it in mind if you have things that you feel like are like, let's say you have a desk job and you're always sitting and your hips hurt, then yeah, I would say probably do a little bit of a warm up, whatever feels comfortable to you. Like for me, my warm ups are more of just like me feeling like this shoulder is moving like this shoulder. And I'm doing like little extra, like I wouldn't even call them exercises, like little things. So that way I'm just like, okay, this one's feeling like this one. And that's why I do it. But mainly on that. But other lifts, I know you guys always say, like, what's your warm up? I feel like it just depends. Like other ones, I don't really need to do an intense warm up because everything feels really good. But for some reason, it's always been like my shoulders. I have to like, I don't know, really think about. So anyways, I do feel like that last set we did for pull downs felt great. And I felt like it looked better too. So that was nice because these are feeling really good too. And like I said, I have to really pay attention to squeezing this side on my left side more than my right. That one just does it naturally, but it's because of my shoulder wanting just to, it's like tight, where my traps are and everything. Okay, let's go ahead and do the set. And it's funny too, since we're doing like triceps today, my left, I have to, like me, like feeling how my shoulders are and then me squeezing my triceps. It's funny because I feel like this one like does a twist more than that one. So that tells me like, I don't know, there's just a lot of like imbalances going on. But it's funny how certain muscle groups you do a little more for you, or you have to really think about due to how your body's, cooperating. But other muscle groups, you don't have to all the time. So if you're 100% all good, then I bet that feels great. But yeah, if you have other little things, then you just got to work with it. We'll go ahead and do another set, and maybe I'll record that one. Maybe I'll go from like right from the back, and that way we see together how each side is looking. And I'll probably also do a set like that for the high rows. But I think we're feeling better because as long as you're aware of these things, I feel like it doesn't conflict with your workout too much. Just maybe in the beginning, if you're not like properly, you know, warming up to what feels best to you and what your your problem areas are. So yeah, like I said, I don't know why more this past week it's been feeling a certain type of way, because it doesn't always. And you guys know that too, because we've recorded and everything's always looked even, but for some reason. But and that's the funny thing, it's going to be like that because especially too if like your schedule changes with certain things, and I've been more busier with other things I've been doing, so that's probably has to do with it. And honestly, yeah, I mean that's all I can say. I maybe one day maybe we'll find out why. But as for right now, yeah, just work with whatever you got, and to make it the best workout you can. And I mean, so far, hey, we're still having a great workout. It still feels really good. I just really have to focus on making sure I'm squeezing my lat, because my body wants to naturally like curve in, and I have to remind it to be upright, especially when we're, working out. Okay, I know I said I'll do it from the like right and back, but that'd be right in front of the machine, and I'm not going to do that. That's rude. So this is as far as we can go to see the full back. But like I told you guys, I feel like it feels like that in the very beginning. Then after that, we're fine. Because after you get your body, feeling it, it's kind of hard not to continue that. And I want to say that's probably why my back is pretty developed, is because I love how intense my back feels when I work it out, that if I don't feel that, I'm just like, no, we need to feel that, we need to feel that burn, that squeeze. And I'm not satisfied because I just love that feeling, and I'm not gonna have a workout without giving myself that when I know I have the ability to do that. So if I don't feel a squeeze, and that's what was going on in the beginning, we weren't squeezing it enough, and that's why I was kind of like imbalanced and all that stuff. But now we're fine, and now we feel good and enjoying that squeeze. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the set. Ooh. Listen to my music this time. Gotta make sure really bracing for for this, but like, did you guys brace? Yeah, for everything. I think we talked about it in the last video, and I think someone was saying that, yeah, that they noticed that it's really hard for them to brace too. And I recommended, like, well, specifically do like an ab workout, just simple, just do, I'm all looking at it right now. It's the machine where you just do the crunches weighted, because it's just so convenient to have a machine that you can just add weight, because obviously you want to make it a little harder, and just bracing it and working that core muscle. But because it's you're bracing with everything. That's why a lot of you guys are actually saying that you have lower back pain, and the biggest thing is you're probably not bracing. If you're bracing, everything is going to be secure. And if you're not, it's so easy for injuries to happen, for you to like tweak your lower back. Because once you're bracing, you're not going to be like, it's just harder to injure yourself. So make sure you're bracing. And if you're not maybe the best at bracing, then yeah, like add a core, like a workout for your core to get it stronger. And then naturally it's going to be able to endure your lifts because it already has the strength to do so. So I'm gonna go ahead and do one more of these, and then we have rear delts. And I was gonna say shoulders, but you know, rear delt is the back of the shoulder, which I'm gonna have to do a video, a transformation video, because my rear delts have really developed compared to how they were, because whenever I used to do poses, it used to be lacking so much and I'll be like, oh, that doesn't look good. Now I feel like it's one of my favorite body parts to see that, and we'll do poses for that at the end, but it actually comes out now and I'm like, wow, that looks so much better. It looks so good. And that's the fun part, you know, you're sculpting your body, your physique, and to see those changes is so exciting. And to see like, wow, like it's actually me putting in the work in, it's showing. And yeah, like I said, I'll have to show you guys. I'll have to find a video, but it's just a lot of fun too. It's just a lot of fun. But yeah, let's do that, and then we'll have triceps. And but you know what? We'll do posing before triceps. I kind of want to do that just so we can really see the back really pumped. So let me go ahead and keep going. Okay, some rear delts on the cables. And then after this, we'll go and do some posing. And then I feel like it's going to be open when we come back, because you guys know I like doing cables for triceps too. It's pretty empty today, so I am loving that. Okay, let's go ahead and start with our left side. Okay, that one felt good. Trying to just really remember to like open up my chest, because it's like it's not gonna feel good if your chest doesn't open up. And yeah, so that felt really nice. So we're gonna do the other side, and then I just like squeezing it at the end. It just, because that feeling, it just feels so good. So we just want to feel it for longer, so that's why I'm like squeezing it. But let's go ahead and do this side too. I had to step a little bit more out here, just so that way I'm really getting that nice stretch and not letting it stop because of it just stopping because of the machine. Yeah, the machine, right? I don't know. This thing. um, yeah, so took a little step back, and because it just feels so good when you just let it stretch and then you squeeze it. Like it feels so pumped. Okay, let's go do some posing, and then we'll come back and do triceps. Okay, I think it's a good enough uh, adjustment for the lighting. That's what I think. That's the only thing I really adjust when I'm messing with the camera, which is kind of nice. It's actually not too crazy to focus on. But okay, let's do some poses. Do a lat pose. Hey, I held it for a good amount of time, I think. Usually I just stop after a second, which is crazy, because I'm like, oh, it feels longer than what it is. I got to make sure I'm opening up my chest when I do that, because sometimes I think I'm not. I'm going to try it again. Okay. I think that was decent. Do a little tricep pose. Let's do a lat spread from the front. I personally don't think my lats really pop out when we do it from the front, which makes me sad. I've seen some people have some crazy lats pop out, and I don't know. I don't know if it, well, I feel like mine don't really, so let's just go ahead and do it. Who knows? Maybe maybe there's a little trick to it. Let's see. Oh, let's do this one so that way we can see that root delt pop out. So like I was telling you guys, me doing this and seeing the roundness with my shoulder makes me so happy. I think, I don't know which shoulder it looks better at. Actually, no, I think it would be that side. Let me. But if you guys can see it, I'm just happy that it doesn't like, you know, just end up being flat. I just want a full roundness, which is really nice. Oh, let's do this one. I always forget this one. Let's go ahead and do. Let's hope I did it right. Usually I'm always tilted the wrong angle, but I think we got something. I think we got a few of that. I appreciate you guys thinking that or thinking, well, maybe I am, you know, because the more and more you do it, like maybe I'm not thinking about it as much, but you guys are saying that my posing is looking a little better. So that does make me really happy. That's one thing I know that it was a struggle and it still is. And it's just me just trying to get better at it. But I feel like those are all the poses and yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish. We're gonna do triceps. Okay, let's find our handle. I feel like we haven't been on this one. Usually the other cables were open, but I kind of like this one because it has like the 2.5 you can adjust, which I always take advantage of. Actually, it's a 1.5. I think that's kind of nicer. Very accurate. Okay, and I think this is a good angle because usually for sometimes, does that even make any sense? Okay, when I do triceps, sometimes I'm just like not even showing you guys my triceps because it's like a really bad angle, but I think this is a good angle. Okay, let's do our left side. Press this. I underestimate that little rest we have in between. And I'm always reminded that it does help. So if you're doing, you know, single lifts, single arm, single leg, whatever. Take a rest, see what the difference it makes, because you are a little winded just a little bit after using that, you know, I mean, maybe a lot, I don't know. When we're doing Bulgarians, I'm winded a lot when you're doing that. So give your body some time to just catch up and then go ahead and hit the other side. So I was like, we're fine, we can do it. And that last rep was kind of hard. So I still have one more. We'll take that rest and I'll let you guys know how it goes. Obviously, it's probably gonna be a better set, but I'll see you guys for the next tricep movement. It's funny, I'm actually excited to go and do cardio after this, which is weird. I usually don't, but I guess I've been making it an enjoyable experience. I was like, wait, why am I like excited about something? Because I was like already anticipating, like, oh, we're getting close to the end. We're gonna do some cardio, and I was all smiling. I was like, wait, I'm excited to do cardio. But I think it's because, like I told you guys, make every experience enjoyable, and you're slowly just enjoy all those little things, even things that maybe you didn't even think you would enjoy. Because I mean, I'm not a big one on, you know, doing cardio. I mean, I guess I'm saying like I don't look forward to it, but I don't hate it. But I'm actually looking forward to it now. So I, you know, I make it a thing where I'm listening to some you know, music or watching a video that gets me all pumped, and I'm excited because, you know, I'm doing cardio, and it's just like using all that energy for like excitement, and like that's what I'm correlating, you know, the cardio with now, like excitement and getting me pumped. And I'm like, yeah, because I'm listening to like motivational like music or something, and it's just funny how I'm like, why am I getting excited? But anyways, let's go ahead and do this one, and then we'll do our last thing. Cut. Oh, those were fun too. Don't even. Okay, I felt uncomfortable. This thing's like squished in here. Okay. Oh, those felt so good. You know, I just was really feeling that stretch and then squeezing and making sure my whole body was working with me and opening up. Because my things I have to focus on are going to be different. You know, I guess I'm saying like everyone has different things they need to focus on. Because with me, I know I hunch so much that I have to catch myself. So when I'm lifting, I have to really remember, open up your chest, you know, because it's always been like that. And I've talked about it a lot, about how I just got so used to hunching, you know, just to, because I was pretty tall for my age and I didn't want to like stand out too much. So I would always hunch. And then also just feeling really like shy and wanting to like hide. So hunching as well. So like just so many reasons. And it just kind of carried over. So I always have to catch myself. So when we're lifting, that's one thing I have to remember, is opening up my chest, because I'm wanting to just like hunch. So open up my chest. So when we're doing this, ooh, I'm really opening up the chest and squeezing. It felt so good. But you know, there's some people that don't have a problem with that and don't have to think about that. So whatever, you know, the cues you need to have a great lift, you know, focus on that and remember what those things are. Not everyone has the same kind of, you know, problems or adjustments they need to make. So yeah, one more thing and let's go to it. I don't know if I'm crazy or something, or if this machine was broken this whole time and I didn't even know it, but I'm like, I put the weight that I usually do and it felt super heavy, like super heavy. I'm just like, what? So who knows? Maybe my triceps are just super done. I did lower the weight just one notch less than I usually do. And this will be our last set. So definitely, yeah, just was very, I was gonna say it was a surpriser, but that is not a word. But it surprised me. Okay, let's go ahead and see how these feel. Okay, those felt great. I think, hmm, well, the weight goes by 10. Maybe I should have dropped it just by 5, so maybe add a 5 to this. But anyways, this is what I'm telling you guys, adjusting makes a huge difference. So when I was on it, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try it see a notch higher. I felt a little uncomfortable. I felt like I was a little too low when I was doing it for like, you know, my work, like my working up set. Like I was gonna work up to the weight, which is just like honestly like the most 2 sets just to see how I'm feeling. I'll do like 1 or 2 and I'm like, yeah, we're feeling great. Let's do this weight and all that stuff. But anyways, that's not the point of what I'm saying. Okay, so I guess I'm saying like I hired the seat a little bit and just me being at a better position was so much better for my triceps. Like my triceps felt the stretch so much nicer. And then to squeeze it at the bottom felt like crazy difference, like a crazy difference. So that's what I'm saying. Find what feels the best. And then once you do find it, memorize it. So that way you don't forget. Because, you know, not all machines are the same, but if you go to the same gym and you're going to use that machine, you know, just make it easier on yourself and remember the adjustments you like because you might forget. So anyways, like I need to remember this for myself and keep it like this because I don't know, that squeeze, I've never felt it that great. And explains why it was harder too, actually. So, you know, even I still mess with it because yeah, maybe something feels good, but what if it can feel even better? And yeah, because I never used to use this machine, so I guess I'm saying I'm no pro at figuring out where to adjust it at. But I was like, okay, I know how it is to flex my triceps. So does this feel good? And so, anyways, when I was on it, I was just like, I think I need to be a little higher. I didn't like that I was right here. I felt like I wasn't able to utilize that squeeze too much. So when we're up here, oh, it felt amazing. Anyways, loved how we finished off. And now I was gonna say we have cardio. I have cardio and I'll see you guys in the car. Okay, that was another enjoyable cardio session. And I mean, we only do 20 minutes, so it's not even anything that long, but yeah, I'm just glad that I've been enjoying doing that. And instead of it being like, oh, I have to do this or that. And I think that's just a nice reminder. If there's something you know you don't actually enjoy that much, try to make it enjoyable. And whatever that means. I mean, to me, I'm just like, it's what I'm watching on my phone makes it more enjoyable because it just gets me excited. And I'm like, yeah, doing my cardio and it like pumps me up. So, you know, whatever that is that you find that you're like, I can make this more enjoyable. So you know what? Let me just try and see what happens. And then maybe you end up like looking forward to it. And then you're just like, wait, why am I even looking forward to this? So that's just a little funny thing that I guess tricked myself, but I'm glad that I did that because now I look forward to it. But anyways, the workout was solid. I love me a back pump, and then triceps felt good. I'm glad that I figured out how to utilize that machine to its best capabilities, because now that I can like really feel the squeeze, I'm just like, what? No wonder why people love this machine. Because my brother was telling me, he's like, oh, you guys have the machine, you should really use that one, it's really good. And I'm like, I don't know, I never cared for it. And then, you know, I tried it out when, you know, because we've been doing it for a while, and I'm just like, oh, I mean, it's not bad. But then me just adjusting it just a little bit, I'm like, whoa, this is how it's supposed to feel? Like, oh my gosh, like my triceps were on fire. Like, they felt so good. I'm excited to do it again. Like, what? So mess around with your guys' machines. If it doesn't feel amazing, I mean, like I said, if you know how to flex that muscle group, and if you feel like you're like, actually, I feel like the position it's at, it doesn't really help me flex. Like, it's also saying when we're doing like lats, I tell you guys, like, move yourself. If the machine is set on a certain like way, gosh, I wish I had a machine in front of me to explain that, because I don't know if that's gonna make any sense. But just adjust whatever you need to do to feel it the best. But you know, it's not all about the squeezing. Make sure you're getting stronger. And I mean, we're on a cut. I'm not really focused on that right now, but we're at least maintaining the strength that we have. And that's the best scenario for when you're on a cut. But you know, if you're getting in the gym and you're still trying to learn, make sure you're getting stronger, because that's also an indicator that that muscle is growing, and whatever you're doing is working. So yeah, excited for next time. Man, like I can't get over it. But yeah, it was a great workout. So I will see some of you either Saturday for quads, or I will actually see you guys tomorrow for Twitch. Like, if you guys want to hop on and join me for that, like, that'd be awesome. I'm really looking forward to it. So yeah, either way, I'll see you guys this weekend. And yeah, I I mean, we'll talk more the next time you see me. So I'll catch you guys then. Bye.